In this video, we'll write the balanced net ionic equation for LiOH plus CH3COOH. This is lithium hydroxide, and this is acetic acid. So sometimes you'll see the acetic acid written like this. It's the same thing, just organized a little bit differently. Likewise, over here we have the acetate ion bonded to the lithium. Sometimes you'll see the acetate ion written like this. Again, same thing. And finally, sometimes you'll see the lithium after the acetate ion. So those are different things you might watch out for. Let's go with this in this video. So the first thing we need to do with net ionic equations, we balance the molecular equation. The molecular equation here, it's already balanced. So next we write the state for each substance. Lithium hydroxide is a strong base, so that's going to be aqueous. It's going to dissolve, dissociate into its ions. This acetic acid, it will dissolve, so it's going to be aqueous, but it's a weak acid, so we need to remember that. Compounds with the acetate ion here, and lithium compounds, very soluble. We're going to write AQ, that'll dissolve and dissociate. And then water, that's a liquid. So we have the states for our net ionic equation. Now we can split the strong electrolytes into their ions, and we're only splitting the strong electrolytes into their ions. Lithium hydroxide, lithium is in group 1, so that's 1 plus, and the whole hydroxide ion here is 1 minus. So we'll have our lithium ion, Li plus, and we'll have our hydroxide ion. And I won't write the states right now. Let's write those at the end. For the acetic acid here, that is a weak acid, so it's going to be a weak electrolyte. So we only split apart strong electrolytes. So the acetic acid here, we're going to keep that together in our net ionic equation. That's just one you need to remember. So these are the reactants in our net ionic equation. For the products, we said lithium is 1 plus, and then the whole acetate ion here, that has a 1 minus ionic charge. So we have Li plus, and then we'll have our acetate ion. And then for water, we don't split apart liquids in net ionic equation, so we just have H2O. So this gives us the complete ionic equation. Now we can cross out spectator ions. They're on both sides. So in the reactants, we have the lithium ion right here. In the products, we also have the lithium ion. So we can cross that out. That's a spectator ion. But everything else, that's the same. And that makes this the net ionic equation for LiOH plus CH3COOH. Let me clean it up and write the states. We'll have our net ionic equation. So this is the balanced net ionic equation for lithium hydroxide plus acetic acid. So you can see, if you count the atoms up, they're balanced. And if you look at the charge, we have a negative charge over here in the reactants, and we have a negative in the products. That's balanced as well. The trick here really is to realize this acetic acid, CH3COOH, is going to be aqueous. It will dissolve, but because it's a weak acid, it won't dissociate into ions, so we don't split it apart in our net ionic equation. This is Dr. B with the balanced net ionic equation for lithium hydroxide plus acetic acid. Thanks for watching.